based on really simple flight principles, and that's just using your weight shift on top of a column there to control which direction you want to go in. It's the real dream of flying a flying carpet or a flying self. Everyone being able to fly, like, it's very personal.
This is a former munitions testing ground, so it's lots of experiments have happened here before. The idea was for all the different elements, the bugle, the ground where we stood, and the eagle, and the audience, you, the surrogate prey, you were all there, and that all went according to plan. The eagle actually decided that it didn't want to carry a camera. And so it pecked the camera to pieces before we got there.
There are three projects here, so you can pass between them all.
Well, I think we might have a...
One more for you.
One more.
Any other smokers? Whoa!
We were intending to do an eclipse of the sun. We imagined this blue sky, golden sun, and this black cloud just passing in front of it, and just this moment of shadow. And instead what we've done, and I think just as beautiful, and these things are always have this serendipity, we've created two different clouds, a very dark cloud and a very white cloud. It was very nice to feel that one had become literally part of the landscape in that way.
My name is Janette Paris, and I do things that I'm not necessarily trained to do. So I'll write a soap opera, I write a musical, I'll learn to dance, I'll sing, learn to sing, and but I tend to sort of, well, when I do the singing and when I do perform the plays, I tend to perform them in venues where you should be really good. This is you. I love you all. I love you all. I love you all. I adore.
The first project is called Sky Air. It actually started in my studio. This was about 7 years ago that the project started. I had a studio where in one half of the room I could get mobile phone signal, and in the other half I couldn't. And I would sort of spend half my day sort of walking to one side and then going back to sit down at my desk, which is where there was a sort of nicer light. And then every time I needed to make a phone call, go to the other side. And it occurred to me that there was this sort of undulating topography of electromagnetic space that was kind of conditioning the way that I experience the room. I'm an architect, by the way, I should say, which is why I get obsessed with these things like space.
Observation number 1, the tragedy of a three-dimensional object stuck to a two-dimensional surface. 1884, Edwin Abbott wrote a fictional account of a place called Flatland. It occurs to me that actually our predicament isn't really that much different. Landscape is a kind of two-dimensional surface, and we're stuck to this surface. In 1960, Colonel Joe Kittinger became arguably the first man in space. So this is almost outside the atmosphere now. He's 31 kilometers high. The temperature has long dropped to minus 60, I think even minus 70 degrees C. This is the moment that he jumps.